Oh, it's hot here. So, hi everyone, it is Ian in Beijing and welcome back to my channel. It is very hot, humid, humid all day here in Beijing, and I think it is about to thunderstorm. But I thought I would take the opportunity to get out as I had some spare time this afternoon, and I've always wanted to come and visit this area. So I am in a special area in Beijing, and despite living in this city for 5 years, I have never managed to visit this area. And I always wanted to see this thing that I'm standing on right now. I've driven past it a few times, but I've never actually stopped here. So this is a first for me. Now there is a reason why I came here, because I did want to make a point. I wanted to make a connection and get a little bit of thinking about this old thing we called life. You see, I was talking to Lisa the other day while we were watching the CNN. And yes, we do get the CNN news here. We also get other Western news channels too. Anyway, we were watching the Roe v. Wade judgment getting overturned by the Supreme Court, and Lisa turned to me with a curious look on her face and said, "Why did they change the law like this? Surely it's not a sensible thing to do. Is it like a step backwards?" And I agreed, it is a big step backwards, and the majority of the population in America probably agree with that viewpoint. It is not fantastic, but it's happening because the Supreme Court, which is the highest court in the land, has been stacked, if you like, with a conservative Christian right wing, and things are about to get even more right wing as the Senate and the House, and most likely the presidency, moves in that direction. So America is likely to be possibly a little bit more unstable over the next 10 years, in my opinion. The reason for coming here was because with that viewpoint and a lot of the things that's going on in the world that is hindering our enjoyment of life, is a step backwards, is a step into the ancient times. In the ancient times we used to build walls, we used to block things, build walls. And this is where I'm at today. I'm at the Ming Dynasty Beijing City Wall, and I'm going to have a look around this fantastic, fascinating old wall and maybe reflect on something which for me is, in this day and age, we really shouldn't be building walls. We should be breaking down the walls. We should be breaking through the barriers. Building walls is old school, man. But anyway, enough of me talking politics. Let's get back to living lives. If you want to see what this looks like, stay tuned. Let's go have a look. Let's go. That makes me laugh. No graffiti, but it's been eroded. So what you have here is the wall that the tourists like me get to see. But actually, through here you will get to see the original wall. What you see here, right in front of us here, is the original wall, and it's set along a long park, which hopefully I can get a little bit of a walk across or along. But that's pretty cool. That there is the original wall. So it was supposed to thunderstorm, but it is looking a little bit clearer on the skies. So just look at that, that's beautiful. We are next to the Beijing City Railway. I think it's Beijing South. And that's a lovely little courtyard down there, but as you can see, there is a train just heading off somewhere. And it is obviously not a bullet train. A bullet train goes like a bullet. These are the buildings that the army, the troops, used to live in, and they would live in there with their gunpowder and weapons and stuff to protect the city wall. It's very cool. This threshold here, you're actually supposed to stand over on your left foot when you're going in and coming out. This is really fascinating. I love this. So I'm inside the actual gatehouse, and it is really, really cool. So I'll share some of the stuff with you right now, but it is hot. See, Scotsman in a hot place. Never a pretty thing. Never a pretty thing. Aye. Looks like it's seen some action as well. So this is a representation of all the different gates that surrounded the city and allowed safe passage to people who were welcome. And hopefully that was a lot of people. The map of old Beijing with the different city walls. It's hot here. There is no air conditioning. Funny that, isn't there? Anyway, I think that's me done this gatehouse, and I'm going to head back outside and maybe take a little bit of a trip into the park area and have a look there. So join me for that. Love here. It's hot. Hot, 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 hot. Yeah, go figure. The British came, destroyed, and left graffiti. It's a big wall. Certainly done a good job of protecting the city, I would say. This really is a nice little courtyard. I really like this. I can imagine what it would be like way back in the day. It's very, very cool, although it's hot. Thank God for that. Freezing cold, nice bottle of fresh water, because I've run out of the water I had. So I'm going to go to the park, which is over this direction, and see what's happening there. I absolutely love the parks in China, and if you've not seen some of my other videos, then you should check them out. I've been in a few parks in China, and every single one of them has just been beautiful, stunning, and this is just the same. You can see here with the built up for the tourist wall breaks into the old say that, but here it's probably more like the way the wall used to be, and quite a lot of it has been done up for us tourists. It is a fantastic park, and I'm so glad I made the journey. Now I'm going to get a car home.